Hello, everybody. So I want to do this video because Andrea at Infinite Text did this video like a week ago where she basically picked her top 10 favorite Weird Tales covers, like cover art. And I love Weird Tales, or I guess I should say more so I love the idea of Weird Tales because I don't own any. I've never read one. But I mean, I've read some stories that were originally published in Weird Tales, and I love everything it represents and what it was and is, and I would love to own some. But when she showed them off, some of the cover art was just so incredible, and she's done a lot of videos lately on the various artists who contributed, and I've kind of been fascinated by it lately. And so I was like, well, this is just a fun excuse to look through every single cover and then try to narrow it down to my favorites. And unlike her video where she was just dropping knowledge bombs and telling you about the artists' lives and stuff, I don't know shit about shit. But I can look at art and tell you if I like it or not. Not with any intelligence, but I have an opinion. And so my prep basically entailed looking at all of the art and picking, and I don't know, putting on this purple shirt because is that weird? Is that weird enough for you? I don't know. Somebody out there likes my purple shirt. I know it. So this is for you. I wore this for you. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna look at the art and show it to you, show you the ones that I liked. So Weird Tales, let me open my Word document here. Oop, nope, that's a short story I'm writing. So Weird Tales was originally published 1923, Pulp All-Story Magazine, 1923 to 1954. There were 279 issues. And so I picked 10 from those 279. I basically went through all of them, and if there was one that just immediately stuck out to me, I just moved the tab over. I kept the tab open. And then I went through, and I think when I was done, there were 25 tabs open, and then I kind of winnowed it down to 10 from there. But Weird Tales started up again in the 1970s. They weren't putting it out as consistently, but it's been in one form or another coming out off and on since the 1970s to present day. So I also did, as a little bonus, because I'm not pretentious, I don't think the OG Weird Tales is the only Weird Tales. Weird Tales is still alive. It's the magazine that never dies. So I've also done top 10 1970s to present. And so I think what everybody really wants to see is my ranking of the original 1923 to 1954. So I'm going to do 1970s to present first to make you watch the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to skip past, you can do that. But there's some cool art in the newer ones as well. So I wanted to represent that. So we're going to start with my number 10. These are in order to number 1 being my favorite. So 1970s to present day, top 10 first. Go. So number 10 is this issue from spring of 1993 with art by Jason Van Hollander. And I'm sitting kind of to the side, right? Yeah, I'm over here. I'm over here. And so I'm going to put it here. So yeah, I just thought this was cool. It's got this crab man who's and there's a woman in the background, and it looks like she's got a dog head, and it's weird. And this is Weird Tales, and I like that. So cool. Number 9 from fall of 2000, art by J.K. Potter. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter. Could be something there. Conspiracy people, get on that. I just thought this was cool. I love all the blue. I love this like Lovecraftian fish dude. And someone's gonna yell at me now because I bet that's an actual Lovecraft thing, and I don't know. Yell away. That's okay. Number 8 from fall of 1991 with art by Bob Eggleton. I love this. It's got these. They remind me of Gremlins or of Critters, right? Critters. You guys know Critters. It's sick. I love it. And number 7, winter of 1992-93, art by Bob Eggleton. Again, I must like that guy. And I love this. I mean, that's Cthulhu, right? Like, I know that. And it's sick. Cthulhu on like a throne or something. That's fantastic. I love that. Yeah. Number 6, summer of 1993, art by Paul Lair. And I love this. He's like it's like a big fish guy. You guys ever eat roe? Roe? It's like little fish eggs. I think that's what's in his mouth, little fish eggs. Anyways, I love it. I love all the colors, the like oranges and greens and reds, and very cool. Number 5, winter of 1988-89, art by Hank Jankus, and that is a name, Hank Jankus. This is the special Avram Davidson issue. Get on that, Virgil. Anyways, I love this guy. He's so strange looking, and that's all I have to say about that. I just noticed the bird lady, actually. I didn't see the bird lady, but she's cool. So yeah, weird guy and bird lady. Number 4, from spring of 2003. I couldn't actually figure out who the artist was. I didn't look too hard, but I couldn't find it. But I love that. I love that guy. I love this man, and he's got like a horde of bugs behind him. He was like very ghoulish looking. Like the skin is stretched over his face. It's great. Number 3, from winter of 1985, art by Hyang Ro Kim. And this is just beautiful. This is just a beautiful painting of a beautiful woman with a triangle with tentacles and wings. What's not to love? Number 2, from winter of 2001-2002, art by Dominique Harmon, and this is incredible. I love this. You got this like sea woman of the sea, the sea herself. Maybe the sea was angry that day. I don't know. And you got this cruise ship going down a wave. It's great. That's awesome. I'd read that. I'd buy that magazine. And my favorite one from winter of 2000, and again I couldn't find the artist, is this one, and it's amazing. I mean, look at that this like ghoulish thing walking on water, and there's skulls down there. It's sick. It reminds me of like an Iron Maiden cover or something. It's awesome. So that is my ranking, top 10 favorite covers, 1970s to present day. So now we're going to hit the OG Weird Tales run. And this was harder to do. There are less issues for the newer run, and I pretty quickly like nailed down some favorites. I think I only had to, eliminate a few from my initial picks. This one was hard. There are so many beautiful covers, over 200 and whatever I said issues, 79 maybe. So yeah, this was tough. I had to make some cuts that I wasn't happy about, and I could probably swap a few places, but this is what we're going with. So number 10, from September of 1948, with art by Lee Brown Coy. And again, Andrea has a video all about Lee Brown Coy and his art, and it's great, and you should check that out. But I just love this cover so much. It's like a horror movie, and there's something so striking about this hillbilly, this horrific hillbilly, because that's what I imagine is one of those like hillbilly horror type movies, and it's awesome. And yeah, number 9 from July of 1930 with art by Curtis C. Senf. I don't know what it is about this one, but I kept going back to it. I just like the atmosphere here, like the dark sky with the orange little sunset back there, and this weird little man who's naked on a horse. It's weird, and this is Weird Tales, and they succeeded. And then number 8 from November of 1924 with art by Andrew Brosnach. This is one of the older issues, and I actually saw this one in person at Pulp Fest when I went this year. And I don't know, I was just captured by it. I was like, because I'd never really looked into the, every cover of Weird Tales. And usually when you see Weird Tales, you see more of the 40s and 50s ones are the ones that are iconic. And I hadn't seen this format for the text, and I hadn't seen this cover, and I was just like wondering what this dude with his legs chained was doing with this tribe. And maybe there's something problematic about this or the story, I don't know, but it captured my imagination, and I wanted to read the story, and that, in my opinion, is a success. And I just really like this one. I still want to know what's going on there. So yeah, and then what did I say? Number 8. So yeah, number 7 from August of 1932 with art by T. Wyatt Nelson. This is just amazing. So the two people, I'm kind of on, but that skinny, ghoulish figure in the throne just staring at them in the background is like, it's everything. Like, I almost eliminated this one a couple times just because of the people in the front, and then I would see that dude in the back, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty sick. Number 6 from February of 1937, art by Virgil Finlay. And there's another video on Andrea's channel about the art of Virgil Finlay. This one, I couldn't put my finger on why it was captivating me. It's just like something surreal about, what do they call it? Like the perspective. Like, it's almost as if the ground is slanting up, and then like she's sitting and he's like right next to her, but it looks like he's running, and then these three are all looking directly at us, but they're also, it's like weird, it's off, and I like that, and I just love these like skeleton dudes. I don't know, it speaks to me. Number 5 from 1933 with art by Margaret Brundage. So I will say I did not look at the artists while I was picking the art. I did not want to know. I didn't want to like sway myself in any way, being like, oh, I've already picked a Virgil Finlay, I can't pick another one. Or, oh, I have to pick a Margaret Brundage or someone will judge me. Like, I didn't want to know. And yeah, so yeah, I picked this one, and I've never really thought about like what's my favorite Margaret Brundage cover art, because Margaret Brundage is one of the most famous artists from Weird Tales, and I've never given it thought, but apparently this one is. I just find it striking and beautiful. You got this woman, and she's very pretty, and she's just, romancing this skull. It's sick. I love it. Yeah. Number 4, January 1946, with art by A.R. Tilburn. I just thought this was amazing. I mean, this is like your stereotypical horror art, but it's captivating. I mean, you got like the skull, and you got the candles, and you got the blackbird, the crow, the raven, whatever it is. But I don't know, the vibe of it and all of it together, and this bizarre man with his like one closed eye and his wonky face, the whole thing just works for me. It's fantastic. I love it. And then This was an interesting one for me. So, April 1927 with art by Curtis C. Senf again. So when I was going through, like, I was like, okay, well, this is hilarious and incredible. Save that tab, um, and I put it in the top 10, but it was like fairly low. And when I kept going through and really picking, like, and reorganizing and thinking, well, which one do I like more, and all that, this one just kept getting bumped up. I love the vibe of it. Like, the art style of Curtis C. Senf is so, I don't know. It's almost like a folk tale or a storybook with the colors, and you've just got this incredibly frightening, demonic, like, creature just about to smush this woman with a tree. I don't know. I'm so into it. I love it so much. I also just, and this isn't really what I'm talking about with this video, but, like, I guess it partially is. Like, I love the older red border style of these old Weird Tales, with the Weird Tales font being kind of basic, and the whole thing just, like, I want this. I just want that. Number 2, from September of 1952, with art yet again by Virgil Finlay. This one is incredible. I mean, immediately I was captivated. I don't know who these guys are. They're spooky and cute at the same time. Woo! I love them. They're amazing. And how they just kind of, like, blur into the background to be like, it's almost like, I don't know. You don't really know what's going on, but it's fucking art, and I'm about it. And this one kind of surprised me. Like, when I was wondering, well, what's my number 1 going to be, right? And I was like, it'll be one of the classic, like, Margaret Brundage, or it'll be something everybody's seen. And I don't know. When I saw this one, I was just like, captivated by it. I keep saying captivated, but, like, I was just like, this is incredible. I want to stare at this all day. And that's from December of 1937 with art yet again by Virgil Finlay. And we've got this, like, beautifully painted woman, and then in the background there's this sea witch looking at her, and it's just a stunning work of art, and I want it hanging in my house. So this was a lot of fun to do. I loved going through all of these covers. There are so many incredible works in the Weird Tales line, and I encourage everyone to go pick your favorites, because it's a lot of fun, and art is subjective, and so I think everyone's lists are probably wildly different, and I love that. And maybe if nothing else, I showed you some cool covers, but I just thought it would be a fun ranking to do, and that's all I got for you today. Until next time, later, guys.